And salutations, everyone. It's Wonder Weasel. I apologize for any outside noise. I do live next to a marina. There's very little I can do about ships. And today we are doing an ASMR whisper recipe. We are making sugar-free, keto, low carb, whatever you want to call them, mini gummy bears. In the flavor of lemon. So I'm going to go ahead and do some mise en place, which is French for everything in its place. Roughly translated, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Alright, so that's about 3 lemons worth of juice, roughly. Sorry, I've got a little bit of juice all over the place. Alright, so roughly 3 lemons worth of juice comes out to the desired 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of juice. I'm using lemon today, but I have in the past done like strawberry. My husband and I played around a little bit with root beer. As long as you have your flavored either juice or liquid, you want about 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons. The next ingredient is gelatin, preferably grass-fed beef gelatin. I got this off of Amazon. So far it's been really good. This is what it looks like on the inside. Got a fairly large container because we really like making things with gelatin. Gummy bears, gummy worms. Sometimes we'll thicken our stocks and soups into gravy with it. So we need roughly 2 tablespoons of this. Next, we're going to want 2 tablespoons of your desired sweetener. If you're doing keto or low carb, any non-sugar sweetener like this will work. I got this, I believe, at Walmart. It's just the lowest carb. It's like Splenda, kind of, but I do appreciate that it's also non-GMO. So we're going to want 2 tablespoons of that. And then finally, we want 1/4 cup of water. There we go. So now we have everything in place, or our mise en place, aside from one little thing. We do need one of these. Just a little suction-y. You know, I used to know the technical term. It's just a little, I'm wanting to say pipette. But you can get, I actually got this and I believe one other. You can buy these in a set of 3. And I got 2 sets just because I like to make a lot of different flavors. I don't think we're going to actually need all of these today. But, so we've got our little squeezy pipette. And then we also have our molds different shapes. We're just doing these little guys. They're like mini bears. And then, of course, we have our 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of our flavoring liquid, which we are using fresh squeezed lemon juice today. We have our 2 tablespoons of our grass-fed beef gelatin, 2 tablespoons of our preferred sweetener, and like I said, if you're following keto or low carb, like myself, you're going to do non-sugar sweetener. So this is, I believe, is called Pure is the brand name, and it is organic stevia. Not that organic necessarily matters, but hey, why not? And then we also need our 1/4 cup of water. So we're gonna go ahead and start by moving these out of our way because we don't quite need them just yet. Alright, so first step, you're going to combine your juice or your flavoring. We're gonna go ahead and combine all of these and then turn on our stove. So we've got our juice and our water. And then while mixing, we're going to add our sweetener. We don't want to get any clumps in this, but if you do get some clumps, it's okay, because everything should kind of even out as you heat it. And then our gelatin. And then I'm going to go ahead and take it over to the stove and heat it up. It is going to form a bit of a paste. It's going to go from this consistency. We got some lumps. It's going to be a little pasty here after I finish mixing it all up. And then we're going to heat it until it's liquid again. Right? And while that is heating up, you want to mix it pretty consistently, but I'm going to take just a moment and get some of our trays set up for our gummies. We shouldn't really need more than this, I wouldn't think, and if we do, we've got plenty over here. Put our pot holder back over here, because we are at some point going to need that. Alright, and it looks like it has become nice and liquid, so it's going to look something akin to that when we're done. And then what we're going to do is take our little squeezy dropper and then just start filling up our little bears. Now, if you do want a more solid bear, I prefer mine a little bit on the softer side. So I use the 2 tablespoons. If you want a little more of a solid bear, you can always do 3 tablespoons of gelatin, but those are going to give you very, very firm gummies. And if you do get foam, I noticed when we did the strawberry and the root beer, we did get a lot of foam and bubbles. So just go a little bit slower with the dropping process, and you should be pretty good. I think the next flavor I'm going to try out after the lemon is possibly lime, because both of those citric fruits are pretty low in sugar. Now, if you're not paying attention to your sugar intake or anything like that, you can always try other fruits. Pomegranate juice was one I really wanted to try, but that's a little high for me in sugar. Of course, you could do blended up blueberries or just about any fruit you can think of. You could use apple juice even if you didn't want to go from fresh. If you just wanted to buy some apple juice. I'm sure that would work for you. Although I would probably take out the sweetener in the recipe then, because the apple juice is already sweet. And the sweetener's really just there to make sure you don't, you know, with the lemon especially, make sure it's like a treat, like a little candy instead of, you know, so sour you can't handle it. So this recipe yielded, each of these is 50 mini gummy bears. So this yielded 150 mini bears. If you were to do worms or regular size gummy bears, I'm sure that'd be different. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in the fridge for about an hour, and then we'll pull them out, pop them out, and then we're gonna put them in a little mason jar. And you'll want to keep these in the fridge for up to a week in a sealed jar. So I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, so it's been a little more than an hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull the gummy bears out. I did put them on a metal tray, but I figured we'd just pull them one by one. See? Alright, so they have solidified. And we're gonna just pop them out. And then when we're finished popping them out, we're gonna put them in this little, I don't know, it's supposed to be like for oils or dressings, but I don't have a mason jar as I thought I did free for these little guys, so we're just gonna pop them in there. Pop them out on this clean countertop. Well, they're pretty cute. Let's do a little taste test. Oh, they're really, really good. Alright, so those are fabulous. And I'm probably gonna eat like 20,000 of them. It should be noted that if you're using a sugar-free kind of deal for sweetening, don't eat a ton of them because sugar-free sweeteners can have a diuretic effect, or a laxative effect, I mean. Aside from that though, these are very, very low carb. I think it was something like, for 10 of them, it's like half a carb or something. I worked out all of the nutritional information based off of this recipe I had. So I will go ahead and link, well, I won't link, I'm going to put down all the information in the description down below. And I am also hoping to get a little link for you guys so you can check out the recipe book that I found these in. It's a really great book. And on top of being low carb, all of the recipes that I've tried so far have been delicious. So if I can find a link for you, I will put that down below. Hopefully an affiliate link. So if you would like to support the channel, I do have a Patreon that you are more than welcome to go check out if you just want to find out a little bit more about me before I get our introduction video up. Please feel free to check out the profile on there. And I'm just going to keep popping all 150 of these out until we run out of battery, or until all 150 are out. Then I'll pop these little guys in the microwave, or not the microwave, I'm so sorry, the dishwasher. Also, if you're interested, like I said, I did get these molds on Amazon. I can try to link them down below as well in the description. But they do have a lot of other fun shapes. I'm actually looking into getting some fruit slice shaped ones that are a little bit bigger than this. Alright, So for those of you who came for the ASMR, I'm just gonna pop all these guys out for you. which probably won't be too long, but like I said, they can keep up for up to a week. I believe I've kept them just a little bit over a week before, and you know, they didn't spoil or anything, but just to be safe, to stick to your serve safe. If you are familiar with that training, you know, a week is good. I wouldn't really keep them over that. So thank you so very much for joining me today in our little gummy making adventure. I certainly do hope you have a wonderful day. you wander my way in the near future.